What's going on, everybody? UnrealEntGaming here today presenting my movie review for Grave Encounters. Now, for those of you out there who don't know, Grave Encounters is a paranormal type movie released in 2011, of course. Now, I will say this movie actually was able to captivate me and draw me within the story. Now, of course, for many people who have never seen Grave Encounters, I really recommend you guys to do so, and this is why. Pretty much, guys, the overall synopsis of this movie is it follows a small production crew who is looking to make their own reality show. Now, of course, by them not having a stable budget, they're going about trying to film these investigations, quote unquote. And the main actor, which is, I think his name is Jerry. You have Jerry, Lance, Sasha, TC, and all these people who are going around pretty much, you know, telling these gardeners, hey, can you just give us a quick little interview? Just why don't you get on camera and bullshit about, you know, some stuff that you saw, whatnot. We'll pay you for it just to make our reality show a hit and whatnot. So they're pretty much paying people off to say a whole bunch of nonsense in order for them to be famous or whatnot. So Lance, who is the main character once again, comes across information about this psychiatric hospital, and he really wants to go there. So what does he do? He takes his little production crew of Grave Encounters, and he is, you know, he has his eyes set on filming the first episode within the abandoned hospital, of course, where he heard that there was a lot of unexplained paranormal activities and, you know, phenomena happening over the years. So he actually goes inside and he just tells everybody, hey, listen, especially the owner of the hospital, he tells the person, you know what, voluntarily lock us inside for 24 hours while we film this, because we want to prove to the people that everything that happens within this place is fake and whatnot, you know, because we want to begin this paranormal episode with a bang. So just lock us in so the people can see that, you know, there is real tension behind this. So as they go inside and they're locked in, of course, they quickly realize that the building is just different in a sense. It's alive. They have no intention of leaving, so they're gonna go around and they're just gonna, you know, explore the entire hospital, whatnot. So as they're doing that, strange things are happening. You know, cameras are flickering, just the whole shebang. So things are starting to pick up, and Lance is persistent. He just keeps saying, we need to film this, of course. Now, things start to happen within this hospital. They start to see shadows and they start to hear things, of course, and that's the breaking point right there for some people, because they're like, hey, listen, all right, I think this place is really haunted, we should leave. And Lance just keeps saying, no, we're gonna fucking film this until, you know, whatever the case. So they run into like this police officer who's in there, a security guard, and he's like, what the hell are you guys doing here? You guys are trespassing. If you don't get out of here, I'm gonna lock you all up. So he rounds everybody up, and they keep telling, you know, the officer, like, hey, we need to get our equipment and whatnot. And they hear something upstairs, and they hear like a scream. So the officer tells, you know, everybody to just stay put, do not move. He's gonna go look for their friend, and when he brings his friend back, they're all gonna like get kicked out of the hospital and whatnot. So they're all there, they're all panicking, like, oh man, we might go to jail for trespassing, whatever. So the cop goes, and the cop is trying to, like, you know, find out where all these noises have been coming from. You know, just relatively quickly, the cop ends up disappearing. You know, they hear gunshots from downstairs. And mind you, this hospital is big, by the way. Like, imagine a giant hospital, a psychiatric mental hospital, right? Imagine that just being completely abandoned, and somewhere like on the 4th floor, meanwhile you're on the 1st, you hear gunshots, you hear screaming, and then suddenly dead silence. You know, so the cop ends up not making any noise after the gunshot. So everybody's wondering, like, oh my god, did he kill my friend or whatnot? So they're going about, they're trying to find out what's going on. So the cop is missing, literally. All that's left of him is like a radio, and that's it. There's nothing left of him, no trace. So they begin to question, you know, like, what the hell's going on? We ought to leave. So as everybody's trying to make their way out, and Lance finally agrees, like, all right, we're gonna leave. You know, as they're trying to make their way out, they soon realize that they're not really all there in terms of having to be mentally stable. They notice that the hospital is beginning to remind them of a labyrinth, in a sense, in a maze of just endless corners, endless hallways. So no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're always going to end up back in the same place. So there's something more than just a haunting going on in this hospital. Like, this hospital seems to be alive, and it wants them there, you know. And, you know, the characters are traumatized by this, you know. And as the movie goes forward, we begin to see like these demonic demons and like these ghosts starting to like emerge. Like there was one scene in particular where one guy was, he was lost and whatnot. He was walking around the hallway in pitch black, and he got slammed around. He got pretty much crushed. His spine got like, severed, because this entity was like throwing him around in the hallway and just completely destroying him. So the truth behind the hospital is that there is something more than its originality. People always thought that, it was the patients that were haunting the hospital. There's more to that, actually, and Lance comes to a realization that this was a big mistake going in here, because no matter what they do, they can't leave. And of course, everybody starts going nuts, and they're trying to figure out how to escape this, psychiatric hospital, of course, and they can't figure it out because, as I just said, there is no way out, there's no way in, and they're being pursued by these entities, and one by one, they're all starting to get picked off, of course. Now, Lance and his crew make their way towards a, basement-like, structure. They're down below, they're trying to figure out what's going on. Of course, they learned about, this doctor that used to operate on patients or whatnot, killing them in all sorts of ways, and in essence, lobotomies and stuff like that. So they're trying to figure out whether everything that's going on is in their own head or if this is actually real. So, there was a scene in particular that I found really, really disturbing, was when Lance saw this rat walk by, and he pretty much smashed the rat with the camera, and he ate him. The guy was hungry, so the guy resorted to eating a rat because he was starving. His crew got picked off one by one, so he was the only one left. And towards the end of the movie, of course, I'm not really going to ruin it for you guys, but they just come to the realization that whatever they were researching and whatever they were thinking about this doctor and everything that was going on in this hospital actually was true. So this movie, guys, was a follow-up to Paranormal Activity, because Paranormal Activity 1 and 2 were already out by the time this movie was released. So a lot of people were, skeptical about this movie at first. I mean, I was, because when my friend came over, he was like, "We have to watch this. It's pretty cool. It's way better than Paranormal Activity." And when I saw it, it actually was. I think it was better than Paranormal Activity 1 and 2 because of the sense of realism, having to have a little crew of, pretty much young adults who want to create a live reality TV show, and they're going upon this, abandoned psychiatric mental hospital to do so. It's pretty unique in a sense. So, to rate this movie out of 5 stars, I would give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and this is why I say why. Number one, I believe the acting could have been a lot better. Of course, these are not A-plus actors, so I have to give them that. Number two, I felt like the movie lacked in a sense of Paranormal Activity. Yeah, there were certain things that were happening, but mostly amongst each other. They used to argue a lot. They just used to hear a lot of noises. Of course, they could have made up with that by including shadows or by including a bit more to like keep the audience in suspense, like what's really going on. So I felt like the Paranormal Activity aspect was lacking in that sense because they had everything else except for that department. So I think the movie was really cool. Like I said, it's not the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life, but this movie is certainly definitely amazing in a sense of just keeping you on your toes and just keeping you wondering. It's like, well, what's really going on? So but anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below pertaining Grave Encounters. Did you guys watch the film? Did you guys not see the film? Of course, if I would recommend this film, I would recommend this film around Halloween time because it's definitely a time where you would actually be suspensed and kept on your feet because it's Halloween season, of course, and you want to watch horror movies. I would recommend to watch Grave Encounters. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Once again, my name is UnrealEntGaming. If you guys are horror fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys are Grave Encounter fans, don't forget to hit the video up with a like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Also, leave your thoughts in the comment section below on which movie I should review next. Of course, I've done many reviews before, so I hope you guys go on ahead and check them out. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Once again, stay tuned for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Peace.